What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. My name is Dallin Anderson, and today we are going to be talking about how crypto could be ready for one of the biggest moves in history. So before we get started, do me a favor and please hit that subscribe button, as well as sharing these videos with your friends. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. Okay, so let's figure out why the last big move happened in Bitcoin, because that can really help us see where the next move is coming in the markets. Back in 2017 is when I got really into Bitcoin investing as the markets were starting to break out. As you guys know, if you've been watching this channel for a little while, I did buy my first Bitcoin in 2015. But we did not see a big bull market until 2017. So what happened in the previous bull market to lead to such a big move, because that was the biggest move crypto had ever seen up until that point. So what happened to lead us there? So we can figure out what could happen currently to lead to a big move like that. Now, this is the previous market cycle on Bitcoin. You can see the market went way up here, all the way up to $1,200. And actually, let me clarify myself, because this is the previous cycle. So this is actually 2 cycles back. So this is one of Bitcoin's previous cycles. And you can see that we did have that huge pump in value. Then we had this ABC correction back down. That ABC correction is extremely typical of bear markets. Whenever price goes too high, an ABC correction coming afterwards is what we've seen every single cycle, including this one back in 2015. You can see an ABC correction. Then we went sideways for almost a whole year before we started to push up, come back down to support, find support, push up again, come back down to support, find support, push up again, come back down. You can see it just kept doing that. And then prices pushed up through resistance and finally broke out into new all-time highs, right? If you ever see anybody write ATH, that means all-time high. So we are breaking into a new all-time high here with Bitcoin in 2017. And that's when I got really into investing. I had obviously started to make some money in 2016, but didn't really make real money investing until 2017. I did have enough to buy a car. I did make some money trading in 2016. And actually, my first car I did buy in 2016, partially with crypto trading profits, but nothing serious until 2017 came around. And you can see why. I mean, this is the year 2017. You can see 2017 was a very, very big year for crypto. In fact, when it was happening, it was historically the biggest move crypto had ever seen. Of course, 2021 topped that, but that hadn't happened yet. So that ABC correction and that market cycle led to all of this. All of this crazy, crazy vertical movement came after the completion of a market cycle and an ABC correction, right? So that, it seems so simple because it really is. ABC corrections are simple and pretty easy to learn and even start applying in investing. The difficulty comes when human emotion is involved, right? Because you can see the correction all day long, but if you're fearful of investing, you won't take advantage of the opportunity. That's what happens most of the time with investors, is opportunity is right in front of their face, but because of the media, because of social conditions, because of culture, people don't buy the bottom. They're too fearful to buy the dip. And so therefore, even though an ABC correction fundamentally is extremely easy to see, most people miss it. Most people don't see it because, like I said, of other factors, other variables involved. It's going to be different for each individual person. Some people won't buy because they're scared of what their wife is going to think. Some people won't buy because they're scared of what their husband, XYZ, right? Culture is probably the biggest influencer. If something is a new technology, it's human nature to be skeptical of it. Same thing happened with the internet. Same thing happened with printers. Same thing happened with typewriters. Same thing happened, you name it, revolutionary technology in history was always met with resistance. Always. There were always those people that were innovators, right? Those people that could see the innovation happening and they wanted to be part of it. They wanted to be part of that innovation. But the vast majority of people are skeptical of new technology until they are using it every day. Then they're not skeptical because it becomes a need for them to use it. So that is the case with these ABC corrections. People are skeptical because of culture, because of new technology, and even though an ABC correction is easy to identify, easy to see, easy to trade, people make it hard for themselves because of their belief systems. So you have to stop looking at all of those things and start using principles. Don't trust in your own opinions. Don't trust in the opinions of others. And definitely don't trust in the opinions of news or culture. Learn the principles of investing, the ABCs, the market cycles, Fibonacci, Elliott waves. Learn the principles and trust those, because those are what have statistical probabilities in your favor, and those are what don't change. It's the principles that never change, right? But people's emotions change, culture changes, your opinion can change. So trust in principles, and that's really how you'll make a lot of money investing. So how does that apply to whether Bitcoin and crypto could be headed into one of the biggest bull markets in history? You guys, it's very, very simple. ABC corrections lead to bull markets, okay? In the previous markets, we had our ABC correction. In this market cycle, we had an ABC correction. So I'll go ahead and draw that correction for you. And you guys can see here, if we draw an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, ABC correction, just like the previous cycle. Now I'm drawing this in a simple way. This is a simplified version because actually technically I'm counting this as an expanded flat. It's still an ABC correction, A, B, C, but it's an expanded flat ABC correction. So there's a zigzag correction and there's an expanded flat correction. Technically, Bitcoin is in an expanded flat here. If you go back and watch my previous videos when Bitcoin was bottoming out around 16,000, you will see me talking about this ABC correction and how prices were going to rise from here. And they did. Prices rose significantly from these lows. They went from 15,000 all the way to 45,000. They are rising currently. I knew that because of an ABC correction. Now, beginners are going to draw this ABC correction like this, A, B, and C wave, because they don't understand the subwaves and all of that. And for the process of simplifying your investing, it's actually not going to hurt you to draw it like this. As long as you can still buy wave C when people are scared, if you draw it as an ABC zigzag or you draw it as an ABC expanded flat, it doesn't really matter. The most important thing is that you're buying the fear. But a lot of beginners will draw this ABC. That's why I drew it this way at the start, because it's simple and easy to understand. And most people don't know the difference between an expanded flat or a zigzag or even what an ABC correction is. So for the purpose of simplicity in this video, you can see ABC down. It's technically an expanded flat that starts over here, but you can see ABC down. You can see what happened after that ABC. We started going up in value. Not surprising, right? These ABC corrections are used by professionals. And we're starting this big reversal here. In fact, we have a rounded bottom, which is one of the highest, another really high probability trading pattern. Rounded bottom is extremely high probability and signifies a reversal. In this case, we are getting that reversal here very clearly. So technically, we do have a lot of resistance at 4,800 on Bitcoin, as well as 69,000. But resistance levels can easily be broken when you have this kind of momentum. So we do see that ABC, which is the same conditions before the last biggest move and the one before that. And we're starting to see the early signs of a bull market. So that's one of the things we use, market cycles, Elliott wave theory, trading patterns, to identify these cycles, to play these markets. That is one of the reasons I believe Bitcoin will continue to rise, is because of this ABC correction. When markets experience these corrections, it provides opportunity, and big players don't miss it. They don't want to miss out, so they buy the dip. They take advantage of people's fear. And the way that looks is it presents itself in the form of an ABC correction or a market cycle. And that is what we had happen here on Bitcoin. And I am here to tell you with great confidence and excitement that it's not only Bitcoin that did this, it's also Dogecoin. This is an actual zigzag ABC correction. ABC. Look how undervalued it is comparatively to its peak. You know, it almost hit $1 up here, 75 cents. And now it's only worth 9 cents. That's pretty undervalued, right? People are pretty fearful down here, wouldn't you say? That's what I see. I see a lot of skepticism, a lot of fear. And because of that, because people do let other things control them, besides principle, unfortunately, a lot of people will miss buying up down here, you know, to their own loss. But it's just true. People will miss out. So Dogecoin is another great example of a complete market cycle, an ABC correction, back down to major support. The risk for buying down here is so low. Relative to its all-time high, we're very undervalued. Your downside risk is low. So, will the biggest move in crypto history come? We have all the same conditions for pre-2017. All the same conditions for pre-2017. So, what I think will happen leading up to the Great Depression is a roaring 20s. And a 2017-like bull market should be around the corner with not only Bitcoin, but the altcoins. So this next bull market will be like 2017, which was insanely huge. You can see on the chart here. That's the same conditions we have currently. The exact same conditions we have currently. And there is altcoin after altcoin that is the same market conditions as Bitcoin before 2017 happened. So that's why I think we will head into this one of the biggest bull markets, if not the biggest crypto bull market in history, because we have all of the conditions, we have all the cycles, we have all the charts set up perfectly to do so. And it comes from understanding these corrections, and it comes from understanding human psychology, taking advantage of the fear, and tuning out from the noise, because there's noise of culture, there's noise of friends, family, and they might not even be intentionally trying to stop you from making money, but people's egos get involved, and they want to be right. And if they see something as being a bad investment or bad opportunity, the fact of the matter is that other people's opinions, culture, friends, society could tell you not to do something that might be one of the best opportunities of your entire life. So learn the principles, learn the charts, because then you can trust them instead of your friends or your family or whatever, right? Culture. You can trust the principles, and that's where you get true confidence in your trading. In order to get true confidence in your investing, you must know the principles of investing and learn to trust them. Because you're never going to get it trusting people's opinions or what this person did or what that YouTuber did. You got to learn it yourself. So Bitcoin looks really good. The altcoins look really good. They're all pumping. We have BSV pumping. We have BTC pumping. We have so many different coins pumping right now. Just exactly as like we were planning, what we were watching for. And this is all because of market cycles. The reason we knew Bitcoin was going to go up here was because of market cycles, because of ABC Elliott wave theory. And I'm excited. I hope you guys are all getting ready, getting hyped about the crypto markets, getting your positions ready, getting your portfolios ready, getting your mindset ready, because now is the time to prepare. Now is the time to be ready, because when it's too late, it's too late. When everything's pumping, you can still make money, but you don't want to buy tops. When it's too late, it's too late. Take advantage of the opportunity when the opportunity is there. When the moment of opportunity is there, take it, because it might not be there forever. That's what I see in crypto right now is one of the greatest opportunities ever. It's amazing that we're so blessed to be able to trade and invest in these markets. Professional traders around the world see these charts and they go, wow, I wish I could find setups this good looking in stocks. And they can, but crypto is special. Crypto has so much trading volume, so much just pure human emotion, and it creates the most perfect market cycles, textbook patterns. There's a reason investors and traders love trading crypto. It's because it creates super good patterns, and it's pretty easy to trade and invest in these markets. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I do think Bitcoin will push up through these major resistance levels. We'll see what happens in the short term. I'm not here to try to predict the market, but I will play the market. And playing the market for me looks like buying and holding right now. Definitely think Bitcoin in the future could easily push up through these resistance levels. Our previous all-time high at 69,000. It's certainly set up to do so, in which case 45,000 per Bitcoin is pretty undervalued even for BTC. It could pull back a little to support. Not going to try to predict the short term. It could even go higher right here. Don't really care. What I do care about is the fact that in the big picture, 45,000 per coin versus a new all-time high, I see Bitcoin is pretty undervalued down here. So very excited about Bitcoin, very excited about the crypto markets, and I do think we are headed into the biggest crypto bull market in human history. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope you learned something about Bitcoin as well as the crypto markets as a whole and what could be coming around the corner. Please check out VIP, link in the description box below, to get started today with signals and start investing in these markets and making money yourself. So yeah, join us today with a community of over 1,000 other investors. Link in the description box below if you're ready to join other investors as we invest and trade these markets going into 2024. Thank you again for tuning in. I love and appreciate every single one of you. And as always, stay profitable out there.